Hello and welcome to the United Community Channel. We're back with another Watchalong. I don't think I've ever been as unmotivated to watch a United game in my entire life, to be quite honest. Yes, the weekend's game against Man City still weighs strong on me, in fairness. But look, we'll get it done. United versus Newcastle. Interesting team news coming out as well, guys, for anybody who hasn't heard. Anybody watching on YouTube, obviously you can see it on the screen. Please do smash a like on the video, guys, if you haven't already done so. Hit the follow button, the subscribe button, the share button, hit the bell notification, all of that good stuff, because yeah, we need as much help as we can get tonight, in fairness. But team news is in, guys. We've got Andre Onana in goal, a back four of Delo plays right back, Reguilon at left back, centre-back partnership of Lindelof and Harry Maguire. Midfield three, Casemiro, Mason Mount and Hannibal. And the front three then of Anthony on the right, Garnacho on the left and Anthony Martial through the middle. In relation to substitutes, I had him here. Let me just let me get him up here again for you. Let me see. Apologies. On the bench, we have got Bayinder, Evans, Wan-Bissaka, Amrabat, Fernandes, Eriksson, McTominay, Højlund and Rashford. So, yeah, interesting. Big change has been made. Obviously, Carabao Cup, so you would think that, you're not going to put a full squad out for it. But it's a must-win game nonetheless, you would have to say. And, one that hopefully we can win. Given the fact that we're holders of this trophy, we really do need to win, and, for morale more than anything else as well, it would be nice to get one. Andy Cole is going in as well. He's on Sky Sports tonight talking about United, and rightly so. Who have we got in the chat anyway? Let's see what people are saying. Get your score predictions in as well, guys. Let me know what way you think the game is going to go. United, Newcastle, penalties. Let me know what you think. Aaron is there. Ben is in as well. Yoshi says Onana or De Gea. I would go Onana because he's who is there at the moment. So yeah, I'm okay with that. Fistas is in. He says greetings from South Africa. Thank you, my friend. You're more than welcome. Thanks for joining us. 3-1 says Yoshi. Dizzle is in. He says, think we have a big chance tonight. Hopefully Mount can get on the score sheet. 2-1 to United. There we go. I actually haven't seen the Newcastle squad yet. Let me have a look and see. Have they gone strong? Dubravka, Livramento, Kraft, Dumet, Target, Hall, Longstaff. Yeah, they haven't gone strong either. So yeah, two teams, two second string teams, you would say. Arsenal are losing to West Ham. Go on, the Hammers. DJ's in. He says, I trust this midfield a lot. More than the one against City. We should be able to get a good result. I hope so, man. And yeah, look, I mean, we're given... Mason Mount has a lot to prove. Hannibal will want to come in and, stake his claim for a position in the centre of the park there as well. So, how do you see the formation, bruh? It's a 4-3-3. Yeah, it's a 4-3-3, basically. How come kickoff is at 8:15, says Jamie? I've no idea, Jamie, to be honest with you. Really don't. But look, we'll deal with it. We'll rock and roll on the dole. Aaron says, did you see my first message? Sky just said the players were complaining their socks are too tight. I heard. What do you reckon, Jack? Going 1-0 United, says Alan. My score prediction tonight, guys, is 2-1 to United. That's what I went with. 11 watching, only 4 likes on YouTube. Take a second, hit the thumbs up button for me if you can, guys. helps the channel out, you know, all that good stuff. Puts us out to more people on YouTube, the usual. Smash that like button for us. Mark says, hi everyone, hopefully we get a win this evening in the 90 minutes, going for 3-1. There we go. Happy days. Happy days. Is it on now? Says that, you know, we've got about 25 minutes before kickoff. I meant the players playing today, no Rashford and Bruno in the formation. Yeah, look, I think it's only right that other players get a chance, because Rashford, Bruno, these types of players, they haven't been up to scratch. They haven't been playing well. They haven't deserved to keep their place, you know. Thoughts on Rashford so far? He's been terrible. He's been really, really, really bad, I have to say. And yeah, I mean, like, let's look at, like, people, and I heard people saying, you know, Rashford's form has dipped this season. And then I heard another outlet saying, no, his form hasn't dipped. His form has come back down to normal levels after last season. I mean, if you look at it, he's got 1 goal this season. Last season, obviously, he scored 30. The season before, he scored 5. 2021, he scored 21. 1920, he scored 22 in all competitions. 18, 19, 13. 17, 18, then he scored 13 again. 16, 17, I think that was his first season. Was it 16, 17 was his first season maybe? Scored 11. 15, 16, scored 12. That was his first season. So, Rashford hasn't set the world alight consistently throughout his United career, in my opinion. And, yeah, I think... I don't know. I think his consistency levels have a lot to be desired. They really do. JSF, thanks for the gift. Much appreciated. Let's see. Paul is in. He says, hello, mate. How are you? And your girlfriend, has your girlfriend had the baby yet? Yeah, she has. My wife gave birth. He'll be 3 weeks old tomorrow. Baby boy. Baby Harry. So, appreciate it. Where's the best place to stream the game? Help each other out in the chat, guys. I'm not sure. I'm watching it on Sky Sports, so if anyone else knows of anywhere that the game might be on, help each other out in the chat. But yeah, there we go. But look, I mean, it's not going to be easy tonight. So it isn't. United are going to have their work cut out for them, in fairness. I mean, Newcastle are mad to win a trophy. And I think, I think they're going to be well up for it tonight. They really are. They're going to be well up for it. A few Twitter searches can help you find the game links. There we go, from DJ. Aaron is going with a 2-1 win. Do you think Sir Jim could bring back Ralph? He could. I mean, anything could happen. He probably won't. I think he's got his own people in mind. Obviously, Paul Mitchell has been touted as potentially coming in as a director of football. That guy Blanc as well, who has worked with him before. So look, I'm sure he has his own people in mind that he's worked with before and that he knows and trusts. Imran says, come on United. Paul says, West Ham have already scored. They have. They're 1-0 up on the Arsenal. Anthony is in. Good to see you, pal. Score prediction, says David. I went with a 2-1 score prediction. I got to go with first score. You're asking Garnacho. Callum says, my dog died today. I'm really upset, absolutely devastated. I'm hoping United bring some positivity. Sorry to hear that, Callum. Never nice when a pet dies. But look, stick with us. Hopefully we'll get a good result out of it and we can distract you a little bit. United 2-1, Isaac, 30 minutes, Rashford 49. Well, Rashford isn't starting, Kieran. If he comes on, Martial on 7 minutes as well. So there we go. DJ says Ralph became Nostradamus with all his right predictions. He did. And I think the majority of United fans, weren't overly shocked by what he says or what he said, because I think it was quite clear given the amount of the poor form and the results and the backstabbing, and it was just it was a nightmare at that time. It really was. Good to see Hannibal back in the starting 11 as well. I hope he takes his chance now tonight, because obviously with his teammates around him not performing quite well, then he has a good opportunity to stake a claim for himself, you would have to say. Let's see. DJ says, it seems like the majority of United fans agreed and could understand what he meant for sure. Let's see. Dara says, I believe in United tonight. Hannibal playing Wan-Bissaka, be a good old game. Yeah, Wan-Bissaka is on the bench, but it's good to see him back. Benny says Hannibal will do bits. Shug says, can we play like a unit even if we lose some identity? Kieran says, I think we are going to dominate the first half because our starting lineup has more passion for the club. Bill says, no clue how this is going to go. Hannibal is a fast player, says Dara. And about time Hannibal got some game time. But yeah. Lawrence is in. Good to see you, pal. Is there a reaction video? There's not a reaction video tonight, guys, I'm afraid. I do apologise. It's just obviously I mentioned it before the little lad was born that some of the videos could be a little bit sporadic over the next few weeks. Me and my wife especially are quite tired. So yeah, I'm going to skip the match reaction video tonight, but we'll do one on the weekend for the Fulham game. I do apologise, but look, for the next couple of weeks, there might be one or two, videos that we miss and stuff like that, but it'll get back on track once the little lad gets a little bit older and gets into a routine and stuff like that as well. But I appreciate it. Shugs, thanks for the gifts. Much appreciated, pal. That new baby life, yeah. Especially when it's your second. Because you're trying to keep the older one occupied and then you're trying to look after the little lad. And, yeah. I'm trying to work then full time and try to do this and... I'm tired. Is the little lad future Mbappe? We'll see. There won't be any pressure on him. Fox says, have a child on the way myself soon. Congratulations, my man. Hope everything goes well. Hope everyone is doing okay. Charlie is in as well. Good to see you, Charlie. Keep smashing the like button for us, guys. Let's try to get to 5,000 likes on TikTok before the start of the game. If you have a second, tap the screen a few times. Helps out the channel an awful lot. Gets more people into the chat. And hit the follow button if you're new to the channel as well. We're on the road to 40,000 followers. Only a couple of thousand off, so I do appreciate it. Callum, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. User said, snip time soon. We'll see. Stevie says he hates I was right about Greenwood. Another 2 goals again today. How were you right about Greenwood? Explain that one to me, Stevie. In what way were you right? Tim Mazin says, what's the thoughts tonight, Jack? I think United, well, I was going to say should get the job done, but there's no guarantees about Manchester United at all. But my prediction is 2-1 to United. But I wouldn't be surprised in 2.5 hours' time if we're out of the Carabao Cup. You know what I mean? But that's the way it goes. We just need to... I've never been so less excited about a United game. The last few days have been absolute nightmare. Just pissed off about all the negativity around United. Idiots saying Ten Hag out. Like idiots. Yeah, on the back of a loss from City. So, yeah. John says, well, Jack, interesting lineup. Need to see a reaction from the squad. Absolutely, John. Good to see some younger players getting a go. But, I mean, Anthony is in the starting lineup. I didn't see whether Pellistri was there or not. Is Pellistri there? He isn't. So Pellistri's not in the squad at all. Yeah. But let's see. Let's see. You know, like Hannibal, good opportunity for him to stake a place for himself. Mason Mount, similar. Garnacho as well. It'll be interesting to see on the weekend, depending on how Garnacho plays tonight. You know, if he does play anyway decent, does he keep Rashford out on the weekend? I think he should. If he plays anyway decent, I think he should. But I'm going to put a poll to the chat. Right, okay. The question is, would you sell Rashford next summer? And let me know what you think. Because, you know, a lot of criticism coming on Rashford and as to whether he should be in the team or not, whether he's actually good enough to play for Manchester United. So let me know what you think. We've got a poll running there. Get your votes in. Kildare says, would like to see this lineup with Highland up front. It's a pity that the big names will be guaranteed to come back in at the weekend, no matter who performs well tonight. Well, I hope you're wrong on that one, but I do understand what you're saying, Kildare, because, yeah, I mean, I would like to see Highland, Garnacho, and maybe even Mason Mount on the right hand side, or you know, Pellistri maybe going up against the Fulham. You know what I mean? So that's what I would like to see. I would ask those people who are Ten Hag out, what's next? Yeah, I mean, look, the votes are coming in, and for, you know, would you sell Rashford in the summer? It's 50-50 at the moment. Anybody on TikTok, if you want to get involved in all of this as well, we're live over on YouTube. The link is on my homepage. Click the link on the homepage or just search United Community Channel on YouTube. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11 all on the screen. Come over there, hit subscribe, get into the chat. But yeah, I mean, it is a close one. In fairness, there is an awful lot of people saying they would sell Rashford in the summer. Brian says, I have never said what's with that lineup, but what's with that lineup? Yeah, look, I mean, both teams have put out maybe a second string team tonight, Brian, given the fact that it's Carabao Cup. Who is captain tonight? That's a good question. Let me have a look, see. I don't know who the captain is, actually. That's a very good question. Anybody know? Let us know in the chat, maybe. Let me see, can I find it here? Not too sure, to be quite honest with you. People are saying Casemiro is, so there we go. Chris says, sell a lot of them, sell Bruno. Ben says, I've put no to the sale of Rashford just because we don't know what state we will be at if there is any money to replace him. Yeah. Irish Joker says, 3-0 United, Martial hat-trick. I hope you're right, man. Luke says, Ten Hag out makes no sense. Back into a hole where players Ten Hag bought because he knows would be under another manager in a system they might not suit. Yeah, look, I'm not Ten Hag out. I'm completely, Ten Hag in, and Ten Hag should remain, because I think if we do, this Ten Hag out nonsense is, look, he has made mistakes. He certainly has made mistakes. However, we're getting the usual cycle, and I made a TikTok about it today about people shouldn't really believe what they read all of the time. It's kind of the same cycle that goes through Manchester United, with the media as well, especially. New manager in, you get an uptake in performances and results from these players. Then all of a sudden the players maybe lose a bit of focus, lose a bit of hunger, desire. It drops off. Then we get the reports that, the players are not happy with the manager, and then the manager gets sacked. And it's rinse and repeat every 2 to 3 years. Eventually, we just have to stop and say, no, wait now. We have to stick by a manager here. And I think Ten Hag is that manager, I have to say. I think he should be given the backing to get rid of the players that he needs to get rid of and get in the players that he wants to get in. But the problem is that we're so bad at getting rid of players. We couldn't get Harry Maguire off the books this summer. We couldn't get Scott McTominay off the books. We couldn't even fucking get Donny van de Beek off the books. You know what I mean? We're so bad at, offloading players. So if the likes of Jim Radcliffe can come in and put people in place that are better at that and will improve that area of the club, then it's a brilliant and it's a big positive for us. However, you have to give Eric Ten Hag the time if you're going to be putting these people in place, because if we can't sell players and we can't buy players, what manager is going to succeed, especially when you've got the mentality that some of the players that are there currently have, and that's the issue. Casemiro is the captain, says Mark. Kieran says, how much would you sell him for? Well, I think you'd easily get 70 or 80 million for Rashford. I honestly do think you would. Who's your favourite player of all time? Roy Keane. One ex-Man United player you would add to this mess of a team? Roy Keane. Thoughts on Martial starting? Well, look, it has to be done. I mean, Rasmus Højlund can't play every game, so it has to be done. David says, well, lad, predictions before kickoff. 2-1 to United is my prediction. Kirby's says, Harry going to score a horrible header and Bruno at first half because of a pass from Garnacho. Well, Bruno isn't starting. You can talk for fun, can't you? Well, I would be pretty shit at having a TikTok and a YouTube channel if I couldn't, Isaac, thanks for the follow. Anybody that's new as well, guys, please do hit the follow button. Get over for the full experience over on YouTube. We're live over there as well. Scoreboard, timer, starting 11, all on the screen. Link is on my homepage up there, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube. Hit subscribe, get in the chat, and let me know you've come over from TikTok as well. We'll give you a shout out. Roy Keane and Casemiro in the same team. That would be something alright, says David. Raymond says, what would it take you to be Ten Hag out? Another 12 months of performances like this. Dylan says, love the content. Appreciate it, Dylan. Hutchie says, United to win the game. Michael says, 4-0 United. Quad back on. Right, keen for manager. Thoughts, says Gary. Nah. I don't think so. DJ says, I think I'd think of selling him. Showed a record of inconsistency over the years. Seems more Walcott than Mbappe. About Rashford, big call, yeah. I don't disagree with you, man. I don't disagree with you. If Rashford got sold next summer, I wouldn't be disappointed. Let's put it that way. But you would have to replace him, and replace him well. You really would. So yeah, we're about 50-50 in the chat, guys. I'll end the poll. 26 votes. 54% of people said they would sell Rashford in the summer, with 46% saying they wouldn't. So there we go. We'll do a couple more throughout the game. Any other polls or any questions you want to put to the community, just get them in and we'll get a poll done up throughout the game. Fox says, I'm off. Come on, United. No problem, pal. In your opinion, who will win the league? Please don't say Man City. Well, Man City will win the league, I'm afraid. Darren says, how much is it going to cost if we get rid of Ten Hag? It would put the club in more debt. Doesn't make sense. New manager, still the same players. Absolutely. There has to be some kind of backing towards a manager long term. I mean, the same reports come out. You know, I done a TikTok on it today. Every manager has had the same issue. You know, players turning against the manager. Van Gaal had it. Mourinho had it. Oli had it. Rangnick had it. And it's all after the initial, you know, improvement in form when a new manager comes in. Then it levels off. Then it dips. Then the players fall out with the manager, supposedly. I don't believe it all. I won't lie. I do think that, you know, a lot of it is made up. But I don't think that should sway Manchester United fans' opinion of Ten Hag. He needs to be backed. How many first choice players has Ten Hag gotten that he wanted? He wanted Declan Rice, didn't get him. He wanted Harry Kane, didn't get him. He wanted Kim Min-jae, didn't get him. He wanted De Jong, didn't get him. He wanted Rabiot twice, didn't get him. You know, he then gets like Sabitzer on loan. He gets Giraffe on loan. He gets Reguilon on loan. He gets Amrabat on loan. And look, I understand, you know, some of the signings haven't been up to standards. Anthony's a major concern. But I think Onana's a good signing. I think Casemiro, even though he was a club signing, is a good one. Mason Mount still has to prove himself. Rasmus Højlund is a good signing. Martinez is a good signing. And even I think Malacia is a good signing as a backup, you know. So Alex Ferguson, Sir Alex Ferguson, the greatest manager of all time, signed Bebe. So, you know, nobody gets it all right. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. Tomaldino's in. Adam is there. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining. United. Ben says, I have a good one for you, Jack. Are Man United outfield players ready for a ball-playing keeper like Onana? Heard it today and makes me wonder. Maybe so. I mean, we signed Onana as a ball-playing goalkeeper, and then Eric Ten Hag pretty quickly realises that the players are not up to it, and he starts going long again, you know. Jack might go, says Tomaldino. Appreciate it, my man. Appreciate it. We must get you back on the channel soon, buddy. Maybe onto one of the match reaction videos in the next few weeks if you're available. I'll get onto you, pal. Anyway. Right. Let's get the timer up and running. Anybody on TikTok, guys, if you want the full experience, get over to YouTube. We're live over there, reading all the comments out over there. Scoreboard, timer, starting 11, all on the screen. Link is on the homepage, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, and then you can get involved in the chat. Right, come on, boys. Much improved performance needed here. And we're up and running. We are up and running. Old Trafford is in good voice, in fairness to them. Kildare says, hope the atmosphere is good for 90 minutes tonight. Took me about 3 days to shift my ticket for tonight. There was loads knocking around. Yeah, I could have easily been at tonight's game as well. I've got a cup season ticket, but I've got a 3-week-old baby, so I can't be going to games. So yeah. But look, I'm sure United is always near full, so David Ricey's in. He said some crowd added. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, the atmosphere sounds good here as well on TV. Early free kick to Newcastle on the halfway line here. Oh, he looks like he's after pulling his hamstring, does it? Oh, he's holding his hammy. That's not good. You don't like to see that with any player. I know you're Irish, but where are you from? From Kilkenny. Fearless, thanks for the gifts as well. Much appreciated, pal. Thoughts on the lineup, says Dan. Yeah, I'm okay with it, Dan. I mean, these players need a chance to prove themselves. And, you know, Mason Mount, Hannibal, Garnacho, these types of players, we want to see him getting into the team. So, the poor creator, he just pulls up with his hamstring. Less than 2 minutes into the game. Oh, man, you'd feel sorry for him. Yeah. What channel is it on? It's on Sky Sports. Kieran is in. Good to see you. Newcastle to win 2-1. Yeah, so we're just waiting. See you in the Blaze for the Bayern game. So I actually don't go to the Bishop's Blaze. I go to... I can't think of the name of it now. I'll tell you now what it is. I go to the Tollgate is the name of the bar I go to. That's his opening. Says Thiago Silva is a good centre back, but the media is hyping him and pressurised him. We should not do that. We have seen many players fall under pressure. Bojan, Alexander, Pato, and many more. I'm not sure if you realise that this is a Man United channel. I thought I saw you outside it after Galatasaray. You did, actually. I was outside it after Galatasaray. We just said we'd hang on before we went back into town. You did see me there. But usually it's the Talgate before it. Usually we just go straight back into town after the game. But yeah, the Talgate before it. And then we see what really happens after that. Taloa's offside. Adam says, I should be going to the Bayern game. I might see you knocking about if you're there. Absolutely, guys. I've always said it. If you see me around, come up and say hello. Or if we're having a pint, come over and have a drink with us. Jack, have you any contacts to get some tickets, says Tim. I don't really, Tim, to be quite honest with you, because I've got a cup season ticket myself. I'm in... Your best bet to get tickets, really... I presume if you're from Ireland, I'm not 100% sure, is to join a supporters club from wherever you are. So obviously I'm in the Kilkenny supporters club. You know, if a supporters club is big enough, they get tickets directly from United. And that's the best way of doing it. The other way then really is just to become an official member of Manchester United for the year. And you get, access when tickets go on sale and stuff like that. It's the best way of doing it. Because they've clamped down really on... They've clamped down on, people... Like, say, if I'm passing on my season ticket for any games, I have to pass it on to an official club member, and you can transfer tickets through your accounts and stuff like that. So, yeah. Nice bit of play there by Mason Mount. Gets away to Anthony. Sets Delo away just a little bit heavy. Good idea. Delo kind of stopped his run a little bit, which hampered him getting on the ball. But it's good play by United so far. Dawson Travel are a travel agents based in Cork. They offer packages to all the games with hotels and match tickets. That's where I get mine. There you go. And there's another one in Donegal called Champion Travel. They do brilliant sports packages for, United. You can get F1 and golf, and, they do a load of different ones. So, yeah, I've got tickets off them before I had my season ticket as well. Daniel says 3-1 United, he hopes. Is it Peter Drury and Gary Neville commentating, man? Yeah, it is, yeah. Goal kick to Newcastle here. It's been a slow start. Obviously, we've had the injury there for a few minutes, which has stopped the game, but it's been a slow enough start. Nothing much happening. Jake says, go on. So, Jack, do you still have hope in Anthony? It's starting to fade. It is certainly starting to fade. And I have no regrets in saying I was going to give him time, because any player deserves more than one season, but he hasn't shown us anything so far this season either. So, and people have this thing that, because you said he deserves time, that's always going to be the case. Opinions can change depending on how players play. But yeah, he's going to have to improve, and he's going to have to improve quickly for people to maybe stop criticising him so much. Eamon says, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I'm loving your live all the same. Appreciate it, Eamon. Good pressure by Garnacho down in the corner there. Really good play. Don't foul him now. Well done, Garnacho. Yeah, so Matt Target went off, guys. Anybody who's wondering who pulled up with the hamstring injury. Have a poll on what minute Martial will get injured. They don't give you enough options. That's good play by United. Between Mount and Garnacho and Reguilon, in fairness. Linking up quite well. Eamon, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Do hit the follow button, guys. Anyone else that's new to the channel. Good control by Anthony on the right-hand side there. Loses out too easily. Good pressure by United. Majority of the possession has been in Newcastle's half, in fairness. Jake says, really need Amad Diallo to pull up the socks. I don't think he is ready. Neither is Palestri. Yeah, well, we're certainly lacking on that right-hand side, in fairness. But what I would say is, if Anthony doesn't improve between now and the end of the season, I would move him on. Just cut your losses. Try and get maybe 40 million back for what you spent and reinvest it into a new right winger. United lose out in the middle, but unluckily so. Tom, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Jake says, dare we bring back Mason Greenwood? No. We don't. Wooly is in as well. Good to see you, pal. Adam says, I will forever love Pellistri for that goal in Dublin in pre-season. Tim says, I take it Sancho is on the way out now. Surely no coming back. I can't see him coming back anyway. I would be very surprised if he does. Very surprised. Chris says Sancho gone forever. Ben says, I heard they're quite good. Oh, that's in relation to something else. Reese is in as well. Good to see you, Reese. What's the scores? 0-0 so far, guys. 12 minutes gone. Is it Champions League? No, it's Carabao Cup. Good pressure by Martial there. Wins it back right down in the corner. Garnacho gets a cross in, comes to Anthony, tries to get it down, lays it off to Casemiro on a strike. Saved. Good play by United. Garnacho does well to dig out a cross. Anthony tries to lay it off first time, but gets it down to Casemiro on the second attempt. Hits it with his left, but not enough sting in it. Comfortable enough save by Dubravka. Oh, Lindelof loses out on the halfway line. Does well to recover though. He is most likely the root of leaks is Sancho giving shit to make trouble for United. Well, I don't know how much he knows at the moment, given the fact that he's isolated from the first team and he's not allowed near anybody. Hannibal gets a yellow card for a late challenge there. Yeah, it's a yellow card, all right. Is there any improvement from Sunday? Well, it wouldn't be hard. It wouldn't be hard, but yeah, it's been a quiet enough game so far. Kazman is in. Thanks for the gift. Appreciated. Jay says, no Varane in the squad and wouldn't answer when asked. It's strange. Yeah, it is strange. Who knows? Who knows? Casemiro gives away a free on the edge of the box. Oh, he done nothing wrong. Ah, that's such a soft free. Such a soft free. Yeah, dangerous position now. Looks like it's going to be Matt Ritchie just to chip one into the box here. Ball comes into the back post. Lindelof heads it out and behind for a corner. Someone from the locker room is leaking shit again. I don't know, Chris, to be honest with you. I think it's this cycle of bullshit coming out from news outlets comes out every time United are doing, potentially bad. I to be honest with you, I'm starting to not believe it. I don't think there's leaks coming out of the dressing room at all. I think the likes of Mark Goldbridge just add fuel to the fire that's not really there either. Corner swung in now for Newcastle. Good ball in. Maguire does well to head away. Martial gets the ball down, but we're pinned into the corner. Yeah, it's well out by United in fairness. And United have a throw. Invalid is in. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining us again. Jake says all the newspapers are just pulling shit out because any controversy with United is read by millions. Yeah, well, it's clickbait, a lot of it, isn't it? And you have to look at the source as well. The Daily Mail were the ones saying that players are not happy with Ten Hag. The Daily fucking Mail. Ref. Hannibal needs to be careful here. He's flying into tackles. And Casemiro is just telling him to relax a little bit here. He's already on a yellow card. I guess if we had more news shows, we wouldn't have to listen to Goldbridge, says Chris. 3-week-old child, that's all I'll say. You knew this was coming. Another few weeks once we settle in, there'll be more. Don't worry. 0-0 so far. Guys. United pressed in really well on the edge of Newcastle's box, but they cleared their lines. Nick is in. He says, Goldbridge out. Hateful, spiteful, divisive crew feeding off the negativity surrounding the club. I couldn't agree with you more. Just picking on you. We have to get our jabs in when we can. Absolutely. Tim says Goldbridge can sometimes put his foot in it with comments. Seen one in the paper that United players wanted their football tops and socks changed because they were too tight. Yeah, supposedly that was an issue, yeah. Good play by Garnacho on the left. He's hobbling though. Oshin is in. Good to see you, pal. Newcastle are on the break. Yeah, Casemiro again, man. You're going to get a yellow card as well here. This probably should be a yellow card. Let's see if he does get one. Yeah, he's got booked. That's two of the central midfielders already booked. And we've only got 19 minutes gone here. Lima is in from Kenya. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. Teos. Yes, sir. We've also got a little extra something. We didn't give it all to the trick-or-treaters last night, did we? But yeah, free kick in a similar position to the one a couple of minutes ago. A little bit narrower. Aaron says, United stand as nothing on our UCC legend. Appreciate it. Free kick taken short. Little overlap. Willock now with Garnacho tries to block it, but he digs one out to the back post. Good header away. And Hannibal will come away with it. Needs to make up his mind. Yeah, he turns over possession, but no real options. Oshin says, Reece says, Casemiro must have 3 to 5 bookings so far. Oisin says, wife and eldest watching too. Know nothing about football, but I'm trying to fix that. Only been 22 years with the wife. She ain't learned by now, Oisin. Self-improvement though. You know, self-improvement all the time. Every day is a school day. Leave the offside rule until maybe, you know, week 1 or week 2 or week 3 maybe. Go to your goalkeeper. Alright, United have a throw right down in the corner. Joe's in, he says 2-1 to United, I think. Lads talking about potato sandwiches there on TikTok. I mean, the diversity of chats is mad to see. Oh, guess what? I got early access to Football Manager 24 today, and I downloaded it. We've got it. I'm learning. And there may be some Football Manager streams coming up in the not too distant future. Let me just say this. I think the Gangster Manager might be back. Newcastle are away down the left. They're into the box here. Hannibal, lovely little touch by Hannibal. Great defending. And Casemiro will come away. Michael, thanks for the gifts. Much appreciated. Nice little 1-2. Anthony and Martial down the right-hand side. Oh, it's a great tackle. It's a throw to United. What do you like about it? Says Chris. Football Manager. I just love Football Manager. I always have. I remember playing the first Championship Manager, 2001. Yeah, unreal. So I'm just learning the kind of new features with it. Try and squeeze in a couple of streams a week, to be quite honest with you, in the evening time, if possible. West Ham are 2-0 up on Arsenal. Liverpool 1 up on Bournemouth. Chelsea 1 up on Blackburn Rovers. Everton 1 up on Burnley. Fulham 1 up on Ipswich. Yeah. And of course 0-0 in this game. Was it teenage Jack playing Football Manager 2001 or young adult Jack? No, it was teenage Jack. I was... Oh, fuck, I mightn't have... Yeah, I was. I was 13. Yeah, West Ham are gone 2 up. Kudus, oh, lovely goal. Good play by United, keeping possession in fairness. Not creating an awful lot though. We're 25 minutes in now and we're yet to really create a chance. Casemiro's trickled shot was the best of it so far. Need to take Hannibal off before it's a red, says Tim. I was shocked Ten Hag played Garnacho instead of his favourite, says Reese. Let's see. There's a player Ten Hag should have bought rather than Ante Kudus. Is a cracking player. Thoughts on Messi winning the Ballon d'Or, says Michael. I thought it was absolutely terrible. I mean, look, I'm not a fan of Erling Haaland, but Messi and Ronaldo have been winning Ballon d'Ors for years because they've been scoring 50 plus goals a season, and he'd done that. It was complete bias towards Messi, and right, he won the World Cup, brilliant, and it's a great, last hurrah for him and all that kind of stuff, but the Ballon d'Or is based on, how you play consistently over a calendar year, and it wasn't that good. You know what I mean? His record at PSG wasn't great. He's playing in the MLS then. He had 6 good games in the World Cups with 6 goals, and he wins a Ballon d'Or for it. So, yeah, I think it was a little bit unfair, I have to say. But the one thing it does do, it elevates him above Ronaldo easily. Newcastle down the left now. Coming inside. Yeah, United smother him out. Oh, Jesus. Casemiro left it low, a bit short there. Newcastle have it back. United have possession back again. Good tackle there by Harry Maguire. Steps out well and wins the ball. Hannibal is away now. Gets it out to Garnacho on the left. Oh, it's a good toe in. It's a good toe in from the defender. Newcastle are off up the right hand side. Now it's 2-on-2 momentarily here. Delo, you got to keep your head up, man. He doesn't. Oh, it's 1-0. Delo, man. Fucking goes to sleep. Doesn't check his shoulder. I mean, United are counter-attacked on too easily. Way too easily. I mean, Delo just doesn't check his shoulder. He's ambling back. Terrible. Garnacho has it down the left-hand side. It's a good interception by the fullback, in fairness. And he's away up the right-hand side. He goes past Mason Mount way too easily. He's not even there. And Delo's ambling back. And he's not checking his shoulder. And the runner comes straight off him. And he's in one-on-one on the keeper. And it's a brilliant finish, in fairness to him. Mason Mount and Delo, big time to blame for that goal. And United are 1-0 down. Not good enough again. Not good enough again. Chris says, not sure why we're surprised. Sam says, what is Delo doing? Aaron says, this is why I prefer Wan-Bissaka. Austin says, PG gone out the window. Sam says, he done it most of the game and they benefit from it. Party Pooper is in, says, I don't think we will get any joy this season. John says, it's shocking that the basics are letting us down. Here's Garnacho now, down the left. Cross in. Oh, and Mount at the near post. It's a goal kick. And Chris says, if Garnacho loses that ball there, then he needs to foul to stop the counter. Very poor from Garnacho, and then Delo, says David. Rice. Look, Garnacho loses out, but Mason Mount has ran past as if he's not even there. I blame Mason Mount more. But Garnacho does lose it too easily as well, in fairness. Here's Delo now, bit of space, gets to the end line. Chips one. Oh, Mason Mount. Martial goes up and he nearly I think he puts Mason Mount off. I think it's a handball in the end. Yeah, Delo just pitches one up there. And Martial just kind of jumps and ducks at the same time. What is he doing? And it puts Mount off behind him, who handballs it in the aftermath. Ah. 3-0 to West Ham against Arsenal, by the way. That young lad playing right full is having a right game against Garnacho. Livramento, same age as Garnacho too, yeah. Ricey says, poor Mount can't catch a break. I mean, yeah, sometimes you have to make your own luck, though. Maybe he's just not good enough. Bring on Giddy, Callan. Yeah, bring on Giddy, boy. On the Gid. Here's Anthony. Comes to Regulon, strike, goes over the bar. Wild shot by Regulon, goes over the bar. Almiron now coming down the left. Oh, it's a lovely little ball. They're in here. Delo recovers well. Still there. Maguire with a header away. And the strike is 2-0. It's 2-0. My God. fuck off. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look, I mean, the free kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 United players with their back to the ball complaining to the referee. And Newcastle are gone down the left-hand side. I mean, it's a lovely little ball in. Delo gets caught out. Now, he gets it back originally, but he doesn't do enough. Newcastle stay on it. Little chip to the back post. It's headed away by Maguire, and it's hit on the volley. It's a brilliant strike. And Onana can't do anything about it. It's into the side netting. There's not much power on the ball. It just goes all the way to the side net and it's well placed. But United are just not at the races again here. 2-0. And you would say it's probably game over already. Pike, you fuck off. You Liverpool front. Fuck's sake. Jimmy Dunn says Ten Hag gone in the morning. Paul says, Jesus man, I know I can't talk the way Chelsea are this season, but my God, United are a shambles of a team. The only chance we have is making it 2-1 before half time. And Fitz says Ten Hag's job in doubt, question mark. I would still say sack the players. I mean, look at that from Delo. Fucking hell, man. Do you know what I mean? The players are just not good enough. Put Pep Guardiola in charge of that team. He's not getting that out of him. The players are just not good enough. It's as simple as that. Coach in trouble, says Vincent. Yeah. These are the players Erik Ten Hag bought, bud. Right, well, he bought Onana, who's been good, mostly this season. Had a couple of mistakes early on. He didn't buy Delo. He didn't buy Lindelof. He didn't buy Maguire. Reguilon is on loan. He didn't buy Hannibal. He bought Casemiro. He bought Anthony. He bought Mount. He didn't buy Garnacho, and he didn't buy Martial. So, is this Erik Ten Hag's team? I don't think it is. He bought a good few players. The majority of players that he bought have been good. Casemiro, Highland. Who's down? Who else? Martinez, Onana. Oh, it's a heavy fall from Hannibal right down onto the base of his back. So yeah, look, while some of the signings that he made haven't been up to scratch, let's look at, again, I keep saying it, and I'm going to repeat this all of the time. He signed Mason Mount because he couldn't get Rice. Okay, he signed Highland because he couldn't get Kane. He couldn't even fucking sign a centre back. You know what I mean? He couldn't get De Jong, so he signed Casemiro. He couldn't get Declan Rice, so he got Amrabat on loan. I mean, all of these things, he couldn't get fucking Frimpong, or whatever his name is, a right back, so he stuck with Delo, who's probably cost us 2 goals tonight. All of these things play a part when you're talking about Erik Ten Hag, and it's very easy for fans, idiot fans, to be honest with you. And I'm sorry if you're Ten Hag out, but if you are, you're an idiot because you're going on short-term vision and what you're seeing right at the moment. But look at what's gone on over the last 12 months and the lack of backing. Eric Ten Hag has been backed, but he hasn't been given the players he wanted. Simple as that. And look, I'm not an idiot thinking that you're going to get every player that you're in for, because you're not. But get him some of the fucking first choice players that he wants. Didn't get De Jong, didn't get Rice, didn't get Kane, didn't get Kim Min-jae. All of these kind of players. Dalot, again, look, my God, he's dirt. So, look, while Ten Hag has made some mistakes, I mean, what mistakes has Ten Hag made tonight? You tell me what mistakes Ten Hag has made tonight. Well, and for anyone that says, you should have started Wan-Bissaka is an idiot, because Wan-Bissaka hasn't played in 2 months and is probably still not back to full match fitness, even though he's in the squad. So you tell me what Eric Ten Hag should have done differently tonight. Everybody was calling for Rashford to be dropped. Everyone was called for Bruno Fernandes to be dropped. Here's Newcastle coming again now. Look at the defence we have. Dalot, Lindelof, Maguire and Reguilon. If that tells you the backing that Eric Ten Hag is getting, I mean, fuck me. And we've got Johnny Evans on the bench. We signed Johnny Evans as our backup centre-back. And you think Eric Ten Hag has been backed? Man, lads. Fucking hell. Bear, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. De Zerbi in, question mark. Have you seen how Brighton have been playing the last few games? You know what I mean? De Zerbi in, my arse. De Zerbi is doing so well at Brighton because they've got a structured club, that's well run, that has an identity, and they get a manager that fits their identity and get players to fit the identity of the club and how they want to play. That's why De Zerbi is so successful. Take De Zerbi out of there and let's see how good he is. Graham Potter this time last year was being lauded as a brilliant manager before he left Brighton. He goes then from a club that's structurally sound with an identity to one that's not, that has no identity, in Chelsea. And see what happened. He got absolutely mauled. So you take De Zerbi and put him in there instead of Ten Hag, the exact same thing would happen. The only difference is you would set us back 2 years because Ten Hag already has, 18 months in charge, nearly. And, he's well on the way of establishing, how he wants to play maybe, or standards within the club. He just needs to be given time. Get rid of the fucking players. Stop saying get rid of the manager. This has been going on for 10 years now. Anytime something goes wrong, it's get rid of the manager. It's not the fucking manager. It's about time we started fucking blaming the players. We play the ball out from the back so slow as well. Anthony doesn't look interested at all, says Tim. Fed up watching this pure shite. Bren says the players aren't playing for Eric Ten Hag. Why either he's trying to push them and players don't want to try maybe. There's Dalot now on the edge of the box. Strike. Wide. Oshin says, let's lighten the mood and discuss the takeover, Mason Greenwood, and how we can't sell anybody. Yeah, that would be just fantastic, wouldn't it? Vincent says, I agree with you. Coach needs to work with these players, but he needs to find his first team. The players need to put in performance to justify their inclusion every week. Absolutely, Vincent. I agree. Absolutely. Anthony looks like he'd rather be anywhere else tonight. Nothing new there, to be honest with you. Mount is slowing the ball up so much, says Luke. We're hopeless with some of these players, says Reese. David says, ask anyone who says that the manager should go and who should replace him. They can't name anyone. It's knee-jerk as always. Absolutely. Our striker on the pitch has not made an impact as well, says Vincent. Yeah. Little Smile, thanks for the gift, or thanks for the follow. Dara, thanks for the follow. Hit the follow button if you're new to the channel, guys. Anybody on TikTok, if you want to get over to YouTube or live over there as well, we've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11, all on the screen. Link is on my homepage, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube. Hit subscribe, get into the chat over there. Let us know you've come over from TikTok. Michael, thanks for the follow as well. Much appreciated. Casemiro now, switch ball in. Easy enough, headed away. Three minutes to go before half time. Mount with a strike. Great strike. And Dubravka puts it behind for a corner. Good strike by Mason Mount. Dallo with the corner. What? And it's a bad one. But tonight you get it again. Anthony tries to cross it. It's blocked. Here's Mount now on the edge. Keeps it going to Reguilon, who keeps it going wide to Casemiro. He tries to cross it. It's blocked. I don't know. Newcastle are coming again here. And they're just knocking the ball around here, tying with United, keeping it from him. It's embarrassing, really. Wait for the boos. Says Oshin, everyone well deserved, not good enough to put on that jersey. Derek said very bad signings in the window. Certainly haven't helped. Rasmus I like, but the rest I can't see why they were brought in. Well, Derek, they were brought in because we couldn't get our first choice signings. You know what I mean? They'll all look getting absolutely steamrolled again. Like if you look at it, now Harry Kane was always going to be extremely difficult. There's the boos. You were right, Oshin, at half time. That's half time. 2-0 to Newcastle. Terrible first half by United. Terrible first half. Anyway, get your thoughts in. United have been terrible. They've been absolutely terrible. So they have. We'll get through some of your comments as well, guys, in a moment. Get your super chats in, or not your super chats. Get your chats into the comment section. Whatever. Don't really want to talk, to be honest with you now. I think it's going to take more than a bag of potatoes today. David says, where to from here? A back Ten Hag, but these players are not making his job easy. It's so bad, and we're so early in the season. I dread to think how much worse this could get. Well, it could get very worse, David. It could get a lot worse. But I will stick with Eric Ten Hag, and I will. I hope he's given the opportunity to clear out these fucking pretenders. Because that's all they are. Fucking pretenders. So I hope he's given the time to clear him out. Because he's a good coach. He's got things wrong this season. Of course he has. But he deserves to try and turn this thing around. Ad coming up, guys. For anybody watching on YouTube, ad coming up. But I mean, the killer thing about it is that if the performances continue to be this bad, it's going to be the manager that loses his job, not the players. I would be disgusted if Eric Ten Hag gets sacked. I would be absolutely disgusted. I really would. Oshin says, where's our on-pitch leader? The manager's man on the pitch. Ferguson had many through the years. No one putting their hand up. Happy to coast. Ridiculous. Yeah, bunch of frauds. Rashford out in the town after the City mauling. Put the tin hat on it. The common denominator, Guppy says, the common denominator with this squad in the last few years is the English players. Get rid of them all and maybe the team will start playing for the manager. Time to order Chinese and forget about it, says Jimmy. These potatoes are nice. But look, I mean, if there's a silver lining, it's that Arsenal are losing 3-0 as well. Do you think he will get sacked? Says Adam. I wouldn't be surprised, Adam. That's the problem here, is that he shouldn't get sacked, but we know how the Glazers work, don't we? Down through the years. Negative results bring negative attention to the football club, which ultimately brings negative attention on the Glazers. So what do the Glazers do? What have they done historically down through the years? They've got rid of managers. They brought in new managers to try and, distract the fan base from the real issue, and that's them. So I worry for Ten Hag, I really do. Oshin says, I hate to say it, and don't kill me for it, but I can see Ten Hag getting the bullet before Christmas, and the club will struggle to get top half, never mind top 4 without him. I wouldn't be surprised, Oshin. I really wouldn't. Adam says, unfortunately, I can only see one outcome, and that's the manager being thrown under the bus. Yeah. Ben says, at least it's not 3-0 like Arsenal. Arsenal will probably be happy to be out of this competition. But then that'll be another season without a trophy for them, because they won't win the league and they won't win the Champions League. If they could, they might scrape the FA Cup, but I didn't even know if they're still in the FA Cup. Aaron says, I even think if Sir Alex was in his prime, he would get sacked in this state of the club. Irish lad says, shocking, players letting the manager down again. Yeah. And Vincent says, if Eric Ten Hag gets sacked, who do you all want to replace him? Who would take the job? Well, yeah, get your, Taig says Zidane in. What a stupid comment. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, let me know, who would you want? Who would you want to take over if Ten Hag got sacked? I don't want Ten Hag to get sacked. But, all of ye Ten Hag out fans, supposed fans, throw down your pearls of wisdom on us. And don't say De Zerbi, because look how Brighton have been playing the last few games. Only Roy Keane can put this right. Ancelotti next season. No, not for me. I think Ancelotti is taking over as the Brazil manager anyway, is he? Robbo says, Zidane and Ancelotti are two names I've heard been rumoured, but want Ten Hag to stay. Will you tell me what kind of a footballing philosophy Zidane has? Would Zidane have done what he done with any other club other than Real Madrid? He wouldn't have. I don't rate Zidane that highly, to be quite honest with you. The players aren't just leaving the manager down, they're leaving the badge down, and the fans, says Martin. Chris says, I don't want anyone but Eric Ten Hag, and Glazer's out. Vincent says, Wayne Rooney, he did a great job at Derby. Nah, no way. No way. Aaron says, evening all, hope all is well. Been away for a while. What the hell is happening? Our defence has been shocking. I know they are not our first pick back 4, but they play for United. It's got to be better. It really does. Warren says, no passion again. Shambles again. Sadly, sacking Eric Ten Hag won't do anything. No one around who could make a genuine difference at the moment, but he needs to make sterner changes at every level. I agree. Tom Aldino, Adam is in. He says, wow. I know, man. I know. There's not much positivity in the chat. So there's not. Roy Keane would end up doing 12 years in strange ways if he went in there. Jesus, lads, there'd be blood on his hands. There would. Don't anyone even think of mentioning Graham Potter. I will find out where you live. Brent says, the players don't give a shit about the fans or the badge. If they did, you would see the passion on the pitch. The injury list is killing us as well. Well, the thing about it is, Derek, I mean, the injury list is just defenders at the moment. Now, it's 3 of our probably first choice defenders. Wan-Bissaka, he's on the bench tonight. So then you're talking, it's only Martinez and Luke Shaw. So that where I do agree, injuries have played a massive part this season. we're starting to. I mean, that kind of excuse is starting to run a bit thin, I think. No support for the back four from the midfield, and going forward we have nothing, even on the break. I never feel that we are going to even hit the target, let alone score, says Aaron. Robert says hello, good to see you, Robert. Fitz says right keen. Vincent says if Eric Ten Hag does not take Hannibal off, he's playing with his job. The club want results now. Yeah. Lorenzo says, put on some subs, get the crowd going, quick goal, come on United. Easier said than done though, that's the only thing. Manda says, absolutely shocking lineup decision from Ten Hag. Well, tell us what you would have done, Manda. It's very easy to say shocking decisions, when you're 2-0 down. You tell us what you would have done. Because everybody was calling for Rashford to be dropped. Everyone was calling for Bruno Fernandes to be dropped. Are you going to go out and play... Who else are you going to pawn? Are you going to play Eriksen again? Are you going to play McTominay again? Are you going to play Amrabat again? Are you going to play Johnny Evans again? I mean, fuck me. Martial for starters wouldn't have started, and yeah, Rashford dropped, that's okay, but there's 4 or 5. Well, Rasmus Højlund can't play every game. You know what I mean? And Rashford deserved to be dropped. So then, what are we talking about here? When is Hannibal going to get a run? When is Garnacho going to get a chance? When is Mason Mount going to get a start? These are all questions that need to be asked as well if you're going to try and keep players happy too. You know what I mean? So... Dylan, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Please do hit the follow button, guys, if you're new to the channel. We're on the road to 40,000 followers. We're less than 2,000 away from 40,000. So if you're new, do hit the follow button. I do appreciate all of the support. If it's here or here, I'm not quite sure which one. I think it's here. Do hit the follow button. And as well, if anybody wants the full experience, we are live over on YouTube as well. That's where we have the majority of our content. The link is on my homepage. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11, all on the screen. Click the link on my homepage or just search United Community Channel on YouTube. Even if you don't want to stay on YouTube, please go over there and hit the subscribe button and help us out, because we're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. We're trying to get there before Christmas. It would help us out an awful lot if you could do that. Just hit that subscribe button and you can come back and check us out on YouTube or on TikTok again. But I do appreciate it. Thanks everybody hitting the follow button as well. Adrian, thanks for the follow. Owen, thanks for the follow. Piggy VR, thanks for the follow. Tim, Clan, William, McGarry. Let's see, who else have we got? Dylan, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it as well, guys. Right, so Wan-Bissaka is on. Wan-Bissaka is on. Tommy, thanks for the follow. Vera, Salaretz. So yeah, Wan-Bissaka is on, thankfully. I think it's Casemiro off as well. Right, so Lindelof has got the armband, which means Casemiro is off. I think. Yeah, Amrabat is on. Here we go. But we're up and running again. Why wasn't Kobe Manu in the squad tonight? Big mistake also. Well, it wasn't, Shane, because he was in the under-21 squad last night. He's still getting himself back to full match fitness, so he played a full 90 minutes last night. Got 2 assists as well, so that's the reason why he's not in the squad. He'll come back. He just needs time. You can't be throwing him in too early either. Chris says it's not the injuries themselves, it's what that injury does to our team. With Wan-Bissaka and Shaw, Varane and Martinez, we cannot press like Erik ten Hag wants to. Yeah, I agree, and we can't build up from the back as good either, or as quickly. You know, like you have Harry Maguire there, and he takes 17 touches when the ball comes to him rather than 2, you know. Nice ball by Lindelof. Here's Amrabat now. We need to score early here if we're going to have any chance in this game. Here's Garnacho down the left now. Mason Mount. It's a handball surely by Martial, but United keep possession. Podcast clips, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. Good positive run by Anthony. Ball inside to Hannibal, back to Wan-Bissaka, back to Anthony. Lovely little 1-2. Wan-Bissaka with a ball across the edge. Martial! Oh, it's just wide. It's great play by United down that right-hand side. Good start to the second half. And United have a corner here. Mason Mount swings it in. Outswinger. No one really challenging for it. But United keep possession and makes his way back out to Mount. Chip ball in. Too easy away at the near post. It's a free to United on the halfway line. Luke says Aaron Wan-Bissaka is already changing things. Yeah, he's linked up well. Martin, welcome to the Members Club. Appreciate the support as always. Absolutely appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. Welcome to the Members Club. Everybody, welcome Martin, guys. If anybody else wants to join the Members Club, guys, the link is in the description of the video. You get some extra content, badge beside your name, emojis, all that kind of stuff. And then you do get the chance to come onto the match reaction videos when we do them. Unfortunately, there isn't one tonight because I am shattered. I have a 3-week-old baby, so... but yeah, Martin, I appreciate the support. Anyone else that wants to become a member, like I said, click the link in the description. Check out the options. And yeah, welcome to the Members Club, Martin. Hannibal trying to get the crowd going. Free kick to United now in a good position. Mason Mount is standing over. He's going to get the ball into the box. Ball to the back post. All the way out the back. Garnacho does well to keep it in. Here's Reguilon now. He's going to have a cross. Again, too deep, but Anthony is on the back post. Trying to open for a strike. Yeah, it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Ricey, thanks for the gift, man. Appreciate it. Oh. Best not have a fan reacts. Stunned silence, not great for views. No. I'm going straight to bed after this. I won't lie. Straight to bed. Ricey, thanks for the gifts, man. Appreciate it. Here's Hannibal now. Loses out to Joel Linton. Or is it I don't know who it is. Jamie says Ten Hag sits mid-table while Ronaldo is scoring the most goals he has ever scored in the last 5 years. Safe to say we now know who was right. Jamie, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. So you are. Well, I mean, that is probably the most idiotic comment I've ever heard. It doesn't even get me angry. I nearly feel sorry for you. Let's see. Hammers, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Thanks to everybody hitting the follow button, guys. We need a goal. We need one fast. Jamie's getting it in the chat. Rightly so. Aaron, thanks for the 3 months, mate. Appreciate the support. Here's Mount now, cross into the box. Oh, it's a great header. Gets it down. Wan-Bissaka, have a go. What? Oh, Amrabat over the bar. Appreciate the 3 months, Aaron. Legend. Rashford getting warmed up. Coming on to run into a couple of dead ends for us. Rasmus Højlund getting warmed up as well. Look at the difference. Rashford is wrapped up in a load of layers and Rasmus Højlund is just out in a body warmer and a bib. I don't know. Same old, says Patrick. Nice little 1-2, Anthony and Martial. Here's Anthony now on his left. Oh, fuck off, man. Strike miles over the bar. Daniel says I don't recognise my club anymore. Nico says United have more money spent than any other team. Well, that's not true. But yeah, people cry about the Glazers. It's pathetic. You're an idiot. You're not a United fan. You'll never understand. So just jog on. You know. Great positive run by Garnacho there. Wins a corner. He's in a bit of pain. I mean, your man left his studs in on him a little bit, like. Mark, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Corner now. Reguilon swings it in. No one attacking the middle of the goal again, like. Jesus Christ almighty tonight. Nico says, yes, it is true. They spent the most money over the last few years, nearly 1 billion. It's facts. No, Chelsea have spent 1 billion in the last 18 months, you idiot. You know what I mean? You're talking through your arse. Just a quick Google search will tell you that. Oshin says you could probably put Highland and Rashford on, not take anyone off, and I don't think they'd do better. Yeah, maybe. Sir Jim might change his mind after this run of results. I wouldn't blame him. Anthony Martial wouldn't score in a fucking barrel of fannies, so he wouldn't. He really wouldn't. Forget the match. Yeah, forget the fucking match. Yeah, we'll go on Nico there. Oh, great tackle. Oh, Newcastle are away here. 3-on-3. Oh, it's 3-0. It's 3-0. These bunch of players are just an absolute bunch of. They're just so bad. I mean, I can't even get mad anymore. I literally cannot even get mad anymore. These players are absolutely useless. They're just so bad. Harry Maguire, Lindelof, fucking. Oh my god. They're just so bad. They're so bad. We're still playing Anthony Martial up front, you know. We're just so bad. Ten Hag is going to lose his job. And he shouldn't. He's going to lose his job. Great tackle. Amrabat loses out. No one closes him. Look at Harry Maguire stand off him. Look, you fucking fraud. You absolute coward. You absolute coward. Look, trips over another lad then as well. Dirt. Absolute dirt. None of you deserve to wear that jersey. You're a fucking disgrace. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. To be honest with you. It's absolutely laughable. Laughable. Absolute gutless shower of players. Mason Mount, he might as well have been fucking having a wank there as having a shot. Aaron says, Brentford value Tony at 100 million ahead of January, but say they want to keep him until the end of the season. Anyone think he'd be worth a 60 or 70 million punt? Not a chance, Aaron. And Ivan Toney's a great player. There's a hell of a lot more needed in this team than Ivan Toney. Ralph Rangnick said it fucking 18 months ago or however long ago it was. Open heart surgery this team needs. A complete and utter gutting and rebuild. Rasmus Højlund is coming on. Oh no, sorry, this is Newcastle's changes first. Yeah, but like Ivan Toney would be a brilliant footballer, you know, and a great addition. But Manchester United need a hell of a lot more than a striker. We need a completely new midfield. We need a completely, well, not completely new, but we need at least another. We need two centre backs. We need a right back. We need probably three central midfielders. We need two wingers, and we need another striker. You know what I mean? It's fucking laughable. So it is. Garnacho is coming off. Oh no, sorry. Martial is coming off for Højlund. Garnacho is off for Rashford. And Bruno is on for Hannibal. Anthony stays on. Embarrassing. Anthony is probably going to get another 90 minutes here. I mean, You know, when you look at who else is going to come on instead of him, who have we got? We don't even have a winger on the... Christian Eriksen? Probably not. Unless you put Bruno Fernandes out on the right-hand side or Mason Mount. You leave Anthony on and take Garnacho off. I just don't get it. David says, what an absolute disgrace of a team. I couldn't agree with you more. Here's Highland now. Dirt. Absolute dirt. Ralph was right and spoke his mind. It's why he got the door, says Bren. Party Booper says, I actually wouldn't mind Eric Ten Hag out. He deserves better. Could we tempt Scholesy out of retirement, says Aaron. Paul says, how can anyone with a brain cell think sacking the manager would make a blind bit of difference to that team? Oh, yeah, I know. Jenny, thanks for the follow. Anyone new to the channel, guys, please do hit the follow button. On the road to 40,000 followers. Yeah. What more can I say? Embarrassing. But we're not surprised, are we? You know, we're really, really not surprised. David, thanks for the follow. Harry, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, guys. Ross, thanks for the follow. Let's see, user as well. Appreciate it, guys. Brian as well. James, appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it as always. Jeff, Paul, DG, Arthur. I'm just going to read out followers now rather than watching them fucking match. It's more exciting. Let's see. Oshin says, anyone new to the channel, it's not usually this depressing. No, it's not. It's not. Aaron says, I'm worried for Eric Ten Hag, to be honest. He deserves time and a lot of backing. I'm petrified that he's not going to get it. Me too. Me too. Is it any wonder laughing stock that we're the laughing stock at the minute? We'll be knocked out of the FA Cup first round, no doubt. Probably versus Kidderminster. Yeah, probably. Why are you watching the game on? Fuck off, Ben. Is that a real jersey? No, that's a green screen. Guys, if anybody new to the channel wants to become an official member, link is in the description of the video. We welcome all new official members to the channel. You get extra content. I don't know if you'd want it, given how bad United are playing. All of the usual stuff then as well. I'm going to be starting a Football Manager 2024 career mode next week as well. I'm debating whether to do it on Twitch or YouTube, to be honest. I'm not really sure what one I should do it on. Twitch is probably better for streaming games, I suppose, but I'm not too sure what I should be doing it on. But anyway, Connell says, probably lowest moment as a United fan. Genuinely don't know how or see how we are getting out of this anytime soon. We're not getting out of it anytime soon, Connell. That's the problem. We need to back the manager, and he needs a hell of a lot of time. Because this is not on the manager. This is on the players. People saying, right, we'll do let's do a poll. Let's do a poll here. Where should I stream Football Manager 24? I mean, this will tell you how bad United are. We're doing fucking polls on where I should stream, you know, so I don't know. John says, I don't mind losing if it was developing a style of play. This is just shocking. I want Ten Hag to stay, but worried this lot will get him sacked. Show us the back of the jersey on the wall. We need a laugh. Oh no, it's not that. It's none of them. I think is it down here? One sec. So this comes from a lovely supporter of the channel, Chris. And then now, I hope you all have a good laugh at that. Oh, here's Jamie back. What's funny is this is your first team with just one youth player and they've just been turned over at home. Good man, Jamie. That's a very insightful comment. You should be a manager yourself. What did the jersey say? It's a name. First name Jack. Second name Mehoff. Bruno Fernandes misses a sitter. Right, a lot of people are saying YouTube. What's the benefit of YouTube over Twitch? Games are probably... See, the thing about live on YouTube is your discoverability... The discoverability is quite poor. You know what I mean? But it's more beneficial if you can build a community on YouTube than it is on Twitch, I think. But I don't know. I'll do some research on it before next week. Just ban Jamie. No, leave him there. We're all getting a good laugh out of him. Chris, man, come on. Come on, Chris. You're better than that. You think I'm going to read out that? We're linked with an American midfielder. What the fuck? What has happened to our club, pal? The Glazers. Simple as that. This is the long-term effect of Glazer ownership. No standards, no structure, no accountability. No hunger, no desire, no nothing. Just Glazers. They're in again here. Ah, it's a good block. It's a corner to Newcastle. 15 minutes to go. There's an ad coming up, guys. Just skip it for anybody who gets it. Yeah, I mean, this is not good, really, isn't it? Not. It really just isn't good. I don't. Great corner, but good header away. Oh, gee, Longstaff nearly scored an absolute worldie. That's a great strike, just narrowly wide. Jack is in. He says, well, Jack, a depressing showing from United tonight. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go to the game, to be honest with you. Checker says, Ten Hag spent 400 million in 12 months, but needs more backing. Well, he didn't spend 1,200 million, and look at the backing that he got. He gets backed financially, I understand. Every manager does. Okay? But open your eyes. Who did he want? He wanted Harry Kane, he wanted Declan Rice, he wanted Kim Min-jae, he wanted De Jong, he wanted all of these players that he didn't get. What did he get? He gets Reguilon on loan, he gets Amrabat on loan, he gets, no centre-back whatsoever. He gets a 20-year-old Rasmus Højlund who's going to be a very good footballer, but is still very young. That's the backing that he's getting. It's not just about financial backing. It's about having the structure behind the manager to go out and negotiate deals and get him the players that he wants and get the players that suit Manchester United. And that wasn't done for Ten Hag. You know what I mean? And it wasn't done for Jose Mourinho. It wasn't done for Louis van Gaal. That's the problem. You could put anyone in there. Lads talking about De Zerbi. Fucking De Zerbi this, De Zerbi that. On the back of a decent season with Brighton. I guarantee you De Zerbi would be sacked this time too. In 2 years from tonight, he'd be sacked. You know what I mean? If he got that United job. Who puts Ronaldo on the bench? Well, a lot of managers put Ronaldo on the bench. Mourinho put him on the bench. Allegri put him on the bench. Ollie put him on the bench. And Ten Hag put him on the bench. So what are you on about? Let's see. Bren says, Jack, will Sir Jim change it? I don't know. It will be. It cannot be any worse than it is now with the Glazers running. It just can't. So I'm sure he will change some things. It's going to take a hell of a lot of time. United could easily go 30 years without winning a league title, like Liverpool did. They easily could. What's really depressing is how far we are off the top and how long it's going to take to get there. No matter what happens, it will take at least 5 seasons. Well, John, I agree with you, but I also think that it could happen quite quickly. Look what Postecoglou has done. At Spurs. Look what Unai Emery is doing at Aston Villa. These are well-run football clubs. So I don't think it has to take 5 years. I think it probably will. But it doesn't. I mean, Ralph Rangnick even said it doesn't have to take 3, 4, 5 years. It can happen very quickly. We just need to get the structure of the club right, you know. Dargoni, fuck you. Jog on. David says, going to Old Trafford in December with my small boy for the United versus Chelsea. He can't wait to go, but I'm worried about the display. Yeah. Just try and not focus on the score too much, I would say. Clifford says, when you look at the manager market right now, there's no one better out there. Aaron says, shame there is no reaction video. I would have paid for Jamie's membership just to get him on to hear his opinions. No, we want to keep it professional as well, Aaron. You know, come on yourself though. We'll be doing one on the weekend. Come on yourself if you want. There's no pressure. Thanks everybody in the follow button. Kenneth, thanks for the follow. Blue Eyes, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. User says, do you think Rashford wants out of United? He wouldn't be a loss. No, I don't think so. He's just after signing a new contract. He's on 350 grand a week. I can't see him wanting out. I would sell him though. If he continues the way he's going between now and the end of the season, I would sell him. I'd cash in on him. But you won't be able to get rid of him. He's another one of them players now. He'll have 3 or 4 years left on his deal. He's on 350 grand a week. Where's he going to get that? He won't want to leave. He'll dig his heels in and we'll be stuck with him. Just like we've been stuck with Martial. Just like we've been stuck with Maguire. Just like we've been stuck with fucking Scott McTominay. All of these fucking players are just continue to bring the club into mediocrity more and more. Anthony is absolutely useless. He really is useless. That's a fucking Looney Tunes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's the way I feel when I'm watching United at the moment. Looney Tunes. Rashford is in. Strike is blocked. And Newcastle outfight us to win the ball. Yeah. Geordies love taking their tops off, don't they? It's always the fat cunts that do, isn't it? No match reaction tonight, Chris. Unfortunately, I'm shattered, man, with the little lad. He's not letting us sleep that much, so I'll be doing one on the weekend for the Fulham game. But yeah, I'm pretty knackered today. I won't lie. I'm going straight to bed after this. God, look at that out of Anthony. That's just so bad. It's so bad. He's just fucking useless. It's time, like, sell him. I'm sell him. Sell him in January. Just sell him in January. Missed most of this match because I'm in work. Seems like I'm lucky I did. You did, yeah. You are invalid. It's a blessing in disguise. I would rather be working now than watching this, to be honest with you, and that's saying something. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, it's been embarrassing. It's been embarrassing for United, in fairness. These players again, time after time after time after time. Same players, Lindelof, Maguire, fucking Martial. Just fucking useless. Not good enough. Not good enough. Bruno Fernandes whinging since he came on. Rashford, fucking anonymous since he came onto the pitch. Anthony, just not up to scratch. Nowhere near good enough. Collectively, a joke. Colin says, nobody wants a United player, Jack. We should have taken the arm off of West Ham when they wanted Maguire. Maguire didn't want to leave because he was on too much money, Colin. That's the problem, man. United were happy to get rid of him. He just wouldn't go because he was on too much money. Same old shit. Why do you think Anthony Martial is still there, you know? Scott McTominay couldn't get rid of him. Couldn't get rid of Donny van de Beek, you know. You'll hear the boos in Kilkenny, lads. Yeah, you will. Well, do you know what? You probably won't, because the majority of Old Trafford have already gone home. The place is pretty much empty. Which is even more embarrassing. Please do hit the follow button, guys, if you're new to the channel. We're on the road to 40,000 followers on TikTok, and we're on the road to 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. I do appreciate it. Thanks to everybody already who's been hitting the follow button. Scott, thanks for the follow. Mac, thanks for the follow. It's much appreciated. Kira, thanks for the follow. SL07, Matthew, ED, thanks for the follow, guys. Much appreciated. Aaron as well. User, it's much appreciated as always, guys. Eggy. Sam. Free kick to Newcastle here. Chance for them to get a fourth. Fast track. Appreciate it as well. We are so bad. Oh, we are so bad. Paddy says, can't blame the Glazers for our performance. No, you can't. You can't. You certainly can't. Can blame the people that the Glazers hired that bought all of these players. There it is, full time. Boos ring out in Old Trafford. Not really loud because Old Trafford is pretty much empty. Bar the away end. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Yeah. Newcastle 3, United 0. Newcastle deserve it. They absolutely deserved it. By far the better team. But even in saying that, I think if a half-decent team had showed up tonight and played against Newcastle, they would have potentially got something out of that game. Newcastle weren't fantastic. United were atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. And these players are going to get another manager sacked. They're going to get another manager sacked. They really are. Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, Marcus Rashford, Victor Lindelof, Anthony Martial, same fucking knobheads. Diogo Dalot, same players are going to get another manager sacked. And I hope that Manchester United stick with Erik ten Hag. I really do. Because what more could he have done there tonight? What more could he have done there tonight? In all fairness, he sets the team up to play in a certain way. They don't carry out the letter of the law. But yet the manager, falls on the sword. It's been going on for too long. It's happened to Van Gaal, it happened to Mourinho, it happened to Solskjaer, it happened to Rangnick, and now it's happening to Erik ten Hag. We've never got past this stage of a manager's reign when it goes really bad. And it's gone really bad for every manager. It went bad for Van Gaal. He scraped an FA Cup out of it and they still sacked him. It went really bad with Mourinho. They sacked him. It went really bad with Oli. They sacked him. And we all know what happened with Rangnick. And now the same thing is happening with Erik ten Hag. And for once, I would like to see the club stick with him. Because it can't always be the manager. Erik ten Hag is a good manager. He's a good coach. And he needs time to clear out these fucking tossers out of Manchester United. Because that's all they are. No desire to wear the badge. No hunger. No passion. Nothing. Not good enough. There's plenty more wrong with the club than the players on the pitch as well. You can't forget that. It starts from the top down. I'm not blaming the Glazers for this performance tonight. But there's multiple things wrong with Manchester United. We are nowhere near. We're not Manchester United anymore. It's as simple as that. And it's going to be a hell of a long time before we are again. So sit back, buckle up. Because this is what we are now. And it's not going to change anytime soon. It really isn't. We're a mid-table team now. And where you don't blame just the players on the pitch for that. We're a mid-table team now because of 18 years of mismanagement of the football club. No standards, no investment, no footballing prowess, not employing people putting people in charge of the right areas. That's what we are now. We are a badly run football club with bad players. It's as simple as that. Jim Radcliffe is coming in soon, supposedly. Is he going to change anything? I don't think it can get any worse than it is now. I don't think Manchester United can be run any worse on the footballing side of things than it has been under the Glazers. So maybe that is a positive. But to turn this around, both on the pitch and off the pitch, is a monumental job. It really, really is. Absolutely monumental job. That's not going to happen in 6 months or 12 months or 2 years. It's going to take 3, 4, 5 years minimum. So, yeah, we're going to have to just get used to being an average football team for a while because that's all we are. We signed Johnny Evans on a 1-year deal because we couldn't get Harry Maguire out of the club to get another centre-back in. So we signed Johnny Evans. And it's Erik ten Hag's fault. Do me a fucking favour. Do me a favour. Yeah, look. I don't know what else to say. Hit the follow button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yeah. This is what we are now. Just get used to it. I see Ten Hag out in the comments. Loads of people saying it. You're all idiots. You're all idiots. I don't give a fuck. Unfollow me if you want. You're all idiots. how many more managers are going to get the bullet because of the bullshit that goes on with the players at this football club that are still there? We've still got players playing on that pitch tonight that are from the Van Gaal era. So don't give me any of this bollocks about Ten Hag out. You're all idiots. Every one of you who think that. Subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. What day is today? Today is Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow night with a United news show at 9 o'clock on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, anybody on TikTok, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link is on my homepage, United Community Channel. We'll be back tomorrow night with the United news show. What more can I say? Depressing, disgraceful. United. See you tomorrow. Take it easy.